If she can keep it all running, keeps it running.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Lee and we are currently in Cincinnati. So today I'm going to be giving you guys a beer tour of the different breweries in Cincinnati, and we're going to be rating them on a scale of 1 to 5 based off of atmosphere, the variety of beers, and the types of food that they sell. So without further ado, let's get started.
Message!
If you love great beer, rich history, and unforgettable neighborhoods, then welcome to Cincinnati, one of America's original beer capitals. Long before the rise of craft beer movement, Cincinnati was already earning its reputation as a brewing powerhouse. During the 1800s, German immigrants brought their brewing traditions to the city, transforming Cincinnati into one of the largest beer-producing cities in the United States. By the late 19th century, more than 30 breweries were operating here, producing millions of barrels of beer each year. The city's extensive network of underground tunnels and cool cellars made it the perfect place to brew and store beer long before refrigeration existed. You can actually tour the underground caverns in Cincinnati's brewing district to this day. Although Prohibition shut down many of the historic breweries, Cincinnati never lost its love for great beer. Today, that brewing heritage has come roaring back with an award-winning craft beer scene, historic beer halls, and tap rooms spread throughout the city. Today's beer crawl takes us through Cincinnati's Over the Rhine brewing district. Cincinnati's downtown area is broken into different districts. This beer crawl will take place in the historic Over the Rhine, also known as the Brewing District. The Cincinnati Connector is a free streetcar that loops downtown Cincinnati and over the Rhine. Along the route, you'll find restaurants and breweries that we visited during this bar crawl. If you're ever in downtown Cincinnati, you should check it out. So I recommend doing the first stop at Findlay Market. That is a great place for you to meet up with your friends and of course get some great local treats. There's no better place to begin this crawl other than Findlay Market. Established in 1852, it's Ohio's oldest continuously operating market and has been the heart of the city's food and drink culture for more than 170 years. You can grab a coffee, pick up a fresh pastry, or sample local specialties while soaking up the vibrant atmosphere. Right outside, you'll find Jane's, which is a beer garden serving local beer and spirits. They often have live music, which is a nice treat on a cool summer day. I'm definitely a sucker for sweets, so we purchased some homemade fudge to take home and handmade ice cream to start the tour. Just a quick tip, Findlay has a parking lot right behind the market, which is the perfect meeting place to kick off the beer crawl. So the next stop is going to be Samuel Adams, and I know that is not local to Cincinnati, but it is a great brewery in the area, and so we're going to make our first stop here. Our next stop is the Samuel Adams Cincinnati Taproom, a brewery that connects Cincinnati's historic brewing roots with one of America's most recognizable beer brands. This is where the Boston Beer Company experiments with small batch brews, seasonal releases, and taproom exclusive you won't find anywhere else. I got the beer flight, so I got the Boston, the cream stout, cinnamon roll, and this was the Sudsy. Which beers did you get, Cam?
Porch Rocker.
Porch Rocker. What you get, Yash?
Cherry wheat.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Set in the heart of Over the Rhine is the perfect place to raise a pint and experience how Cincinnati's beer tradition continues to evolve. So we're leaving St. Adams and we had a really good time. So I would say the vibe, 1 out of 5 stars. I would rate this a 4-star. Beer, I feel like they had a really nice selection, so I would rate the beer a 4-star. And when it comes to food, I would rate the food a 3-star. They mostly had bar food, so it wasn't as big of a selection as I would have liked, but it was still really nice if you like bar food. What about you guys? What would you rate the vibe of Sam Adams?
The vibe was good. I mean, we're doing this kind of early in the day, so it's not too populated. You know, I don't know how much they might turn up past 6 p.m. or whatever. But I enjoyed it. The beer was good. I had a cherry wheat. It was pretty good. Vibe was really good. I think it's probably really comfy at night because it's such a good amount of seating, so it's not like it's gonna be too, I don't know, too clubby. You know what I mean? You got the bars. It's kind of like They'll really sit down and drink and hospitality. You got the ones that's like clubby where you're like dancing and it's wild. I think this is more of like a mature 30, 40, 50-year-old crowd, so I think it would be good.
What about the food?
Like you said, it was like bar food, so it was good. I tried the spinach dip, it was good. I wasn't really interested too much in the food because it was a small selection, so we'll see what the rest of them have to offer.
What about you, Cam? What did you think?
Like I said, it's for an older crowd, I would say, our age, I guess. If you're into it, I would say a 4. If you're not into it and you want to go and have more fun than just drinking and talking, I'll say a 2. But me personally, I would say 3.5. The food, we only had one thing, the spinach dip. I thought it was good. I would say that was a 4. But the selection is like, I say food selection is 3. And the beer, that's a good selection. I would say a 3.5. I've been to bars where they have 30 things on tap, but this was cool.
All right, guys, so that is our second stop. And so we're gonna go ahead and head on to spot number 3. If you're a lover of street art and murals, Cincinnati is full of them. It's almost like you get to explore an open art gallery in between breweries. Although I'm a Cincinnati native, it's one of my favorite things to show off when I bring people home to visit. So we just made it to our destination, which is Rhinegeist Brewery. It is a Cincinnati staple. It's probably one of the most well-known breweries in Cincinnati, Ohio, and we're gonna check it out. Again, we're gonna be rating it from vibe, the different selections of beer, and the different selections of food. So let's go ahead and see what Rhinegeist has to offer. Our next stop is Rhinegeist Brewery, one of Cincinnati's most iconic craft breweries. Whew. So this is definitely for the people who are cool walking up a bunch of steps, y'all. There's about 3 flights of stairs. Is it just to the rooftop or something? What the heck? Is it on the rooftop or something? Yeah, this. It sounds like it's busy in here. Housed inside a beautifully restored, pre-Prohibition bottling plant in the historic Over the Rhine district. Rhinegeist, German for Ghost of the Rhine, honors the city's rich brewing heritage while embracing modern craft beer culture. Known for favorites like the Truth IPA and an ever-changing lineup of seasonal and experimental brews, this spacious tap room offers great beer, lively games, and an atmosphere that's perfect for gathering with friends. If you're exploring Cincinnati's beer scene, Rhinegeist is a stop you won't want to miss. One of the things that I really liked about this brewery was how connected they were to the community. They had tons of different opportunities where patrons can actually work with Rhinegeist to give back to the community. You really can't beat that. So, what's your favorite thing about working at Rhinegeist?
Favorite thing that's worked about Rhinegeist is all the community outreach we do here. We always either make new beers and bring in local charities and give back to the community. In doing so, it kind of empowers other people and gets their kind of message across, which I find really cool. We do something pretty much every month with a different charity group, and I think that's the most fantastic thing that we do here at Rhinegeist.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much.
That's good.
We're gonna play Bad People. Find out what your friends really think of you. Well, what do you think? What did you want to say? If I decided to kidnap someone, who's the last person I'd ask to help me?
The last person?
Yeah.
At the table?
At the table. So we're gonna check the rooftop out for you guys and see what it looks like. So we're just now leaving Rhinegeist, and we're gonna go ahead and give it a rating for you guys. So in terms of vibe, I would rate this place a 5 out of 5. Absolutely love the vibe. They had a lot of games for you guys to play. They had cornhole, they had board games. Really nice vibe. As far as beer, I'll rate this place a 5 out of 5. They had a lot of stouts, which you guys know that is my favorite. I think that the guys really like their beers as well. And then when it comes to food, I would rate this place a 1 out of 5. Simply because they just did not have a lot of food options. They had pretzels, and I think they had like a pizza vending machine. But other than that, that was pretty much the only food that they had. So I would rate this a 1 out of 5. But yeah, so overall, I would probably give this place an overall rating of a 4.5 out of 5. I definitely can see us coming back. Really had a great time.
Is, I would say 5 out of 5. They have games, board games, they have cornhole. I think I saw a bingo night. They have a quiz night. Yeah, line dance. They have a lot of things going on throughout the week. Beers are 5. They had a lot on tap. Food, I would say it's a 1. They had pretzels and chips. So it's just like they just put food on the menu just for us. But I would come back.
I think vibe, definitely a 5. They said they had different nights where you can come and do stuff like quiz night, Dungeons and Dragons night, line dance. Like I said, like line dance was every Monday. Like really cool stuff. Atmosphere vibe was definitely top tier. The drinks kind of mango, pineapple, something island, Mac Island, maybe Mac Island, something like that. It was really good. Definitely will come back here at some point. I didn't know what to expect. We went up like 3 flights of stairs and just opened up to this big, like, I don't know, this big area with cornhole and games, and it was really, really cool. But that food, atmosphere, drinks, yeah. So overall rating, 4.5 out of 5 because there was no food.
All right. Hey guys, there you have it, and we are currently on to our 4th place. I've never been on a streetcar. I want to get on it. We're gonna try it. Oh. I've never tried it. I want to try it. So we got on the Cincinnati connector, and we actually, it's perfect. What do you think about the walk between the breweries?
Not bad at all, but if it was warmer, it'd be a lot better.
It'll be a lot better. It's very nice signage. So, Northern Row, yeah, right here. Very nice signage everywhere. Alright guys, so we have made it to the 4th place, which is Northern Row. It doesn't really have a sign like Rhinegeist, but I'm sure it's gonna be great inside. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and check out Northern Row. Our next stop is Northern Row Brewery and Distillery, a hidden gem in Cincinnati's historic brewery district. Housed in an 1895 building that once served as part of the legendary Christian Moreland Brewing Company. Today, Northern Row honors the legacy by brewing traditional German-inspired lagers and classic ales while also crafting its own award-winning spirits. It's the perfect blend of history, craftsmanship, and local pride as a must-stop on any Cincinnati beer crawl. So we are officially leaving Northern Row. And so when it comes to vibe, I would rate this place a 3 or 4. It was a lot older crowd, and it was more set up like family seating. So it wasn't horrible, but the service was so good. So I would rate this a place of a 4 when it comes to the vibe. When it comes to the beer, I would rate this place a 5. It had a great selection. The beer was really good. They had stouts, they had seasonal flavors, they had a lot of draft, which was nice. And then when it comes to food, I rate this place a 3. It didn't have a huge selection. We got tater tots, which was good, but I would like to see like a bigger selection of food. So overall, oh yeah, he got a pretzel. But we're gonna eat that to go. So overall, I would probably rate Northern Row a 3.5. 3.5. What would you rate it?
The beer, I don't remember the selection, so I'm gonna just give it a 4. The food, I don't remember the food.
Have you been drinking too much?
Maybe not too much, but the food, what I had was solid, so I'm gonna say 3.5.
Right.
The vibe, it was my bad. It was an older crowd, like you said. I'm gonna say it's a 4. They had, what do you call it? Shuffleboard, yeah. Shuffleboard, not too many games, but if you want to go, just go chill and get some good beer, I would say a 4.
I enjoyed my experience. I thought, I mean, they didn't have the beer that we wanted, or that I wanted, I should say. So I ended up getting a margarita. It was a blackberry margarita. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. It was strong, but very flavorful. So yeah, I thought the vibe was pretty good. I mean, I like that older crowd type of vibe. I mean, Rhinegeist was like a 5. So I say this was like vibe 4 because I like that older crowd that's like not causing too much of a ruckus. They're quiet. They're kind of talking amongst each other. Like I like that type of vibe of crowd. So yeah, I tried some of your beers that you had on the flight and I enjoyed them all. The IPA was strong. The blood orange was really good. Yeah, I really enjoyed the experience, the older crowd, and yeah, I would go back if like someone was going like, hey, we're going to the Northern Row. I'm like, oh yeah, count me in.
And on Friday of every month, they have the people from Philly Market shucking oysters in the room. So wherever the food was on that day, go ahead up it to a 5 if you like oysters.
The bar food that they had, or the amount of food that they had, they said they get most of their ingredients from the Philly Market. So that's pretty dope. I enjoy that they, you know, support their fellow local businesses. And they're like, what, right around the corner from Philly Market, like less than a mile away. So that's pretty cool that they go right to Philly Market to get most of their ingredients. Like you can't be mad at that.
Of course, great beer deserves great food. Now, one of the things about the people that I did the bar crawl with is that we all have sweet tooths. So before continuing this bar crawl, we're making a sweet stop at the Macaron Bar. Sometimes the perfect pairing of a day out drinking with friends is some sweets on the side. The Macaron Bar specializes in handcrafted French macarons, offering a colorful selection of delicate cookies filled with rich ganaches and buttercreams and fruit fillings. These light, flavorful treats are the perfect palate cleanser between brewery visits. With rotating seasonal flavors alongside classic favorites, there's always something new to try. It's a quick stop and one that adds a fun change of pace before we head over to grab some pizza.
It's good.
Yeah, so I was talking macarons was fire.
Okay. I didn't know there was a difference.
Yeah, man, they fire.
Cincinnati's brewery scene pairs perfectly with giant pretzels, smoked wings, and gourmet burgers, and the city's most famous chili, a local favorite. But we decided to skip those options and head straight over to Goodfellas for some city famous pizza. Ooh, I can smell the pizza from outside. Goodfellas is known for its New York style pizza, featuring oversized slices, hand-tossed dough, and perfectly crispy crust. That's what you need in the middle of a bar crawl. The laid-back atmosphere makes it a favorite amongst locals and visitors, and it's the perfect place to grab a quick bite to eat while you're doing a bar crawl. Who wouldn't like pizza on a bar crawl? Whether you're one for specialty pizzas or like to stick to a traditional cheese like myself, this is a great place to stop for a tasty meal. So we are at our 5th and final brewery, which is called MadTree. This one is not within walking distance of Northern Row. So we're gonna go ahead and rate this when it comes to vibe, variety of beer, and variety of food. We will let you guys know what we think. The last and final stop is MadTree. Now, it's not really within the brewing district, but if you can make it over to Oakley, it's a great must-do. This is one of Cincinnati's biggest names of craft beer. The massive tap room and outdoor spaces makes an ideal place to unwind, surrounded by locals, travelers, and everything that makes Cincinnati's beer scene so vibrant. I was actually very surprised at how big this place was. And in my experience, they were able to keep up with everyone within the brewery, and we didn't wait too long to be served with our drinks and snacks. As the sun starts to set on our crawl, MadTree feels like the perfect closing chapter, where Cincinnati's brewing past meets its future. From historic lager cellars to cutting-edge craft beer, this city continues to prove why it's one of the greatest beer destinations in America. All right, guys, so we have just finished at MadTree. When it comes to vibe, I would give MadTree a 5. They played sports games, they had TVs. They didn't have entertainment, but they had a big open space. There was people with their families, like with their kids, so it seemed like a really nice place when it comes to vibe. As far as beer selection, I would give them a 4. They had a really nice beer selection, but they only had one stout on the menu tonight. I'm a stout drinker, so I would give it a 4. And then when it comes to food, this place probably had the most food that they offered in all the breweries that we toured tonight. So when it comes to food, I would give them a 5-star. It was really nice. What do you guys think?
Well, cool. I would say 4. The atmosphere, the music. I like the music. Good for a bunch of ages. Food only had a bite of your fries, but they had the largest selection. The food looked good from what I saw. So
I get the vibe of 5. Because they had a good amount of outdoor and indoor seating. And in the outdoor, with it being cold today, they have like fire pits going. They got the heaters coming from the ceiling, like a Top Golf type of thing. So that was pretty good. Beer selection, yeah, I give it like a 4. You know, it wasn't the vastest or nothing like jumped out where I'm like, oh, I gotta try that one. You know what I mean? And the food, I give that a solid. I give it a 5 because there was a lot of options. Definitely, I didn't eat any, so I'll say that. But it was definitely the better options, like the most options that we had so far today in any of the breweries.
All right, guys, so out of the, 4 places that we went tonight, what was your favorite brewery?
Me personally, I say Rhinegeist was really good if you don't want to eat.
What about you?
Me? Ooh, I'll probably say MadTree, even though I like Rhinegeist beer selection more. But I like the openness of this place and the vast amount of food. So if you came here like hungry or wanted to eat while you drink, this is probably the better place to come. Yeah.
So I personally would say Rhinegeist was my favorite, and it was because it was actually in the brewing district. So it was really easy to like bar hop to other places, and you can easily find food down there, but you can't find food at Rhinegeist. So I would say the best vibing place that I can see me like returning over and over again would be Rhinegeist.
Let me hear one more, because I say Rhinegeist had the games too, so I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a toss-up.
It was nice.
It's a toss-up.
They're all cool in their own right. So.
Yeah, and every place had their own vibe, so I enjoyed that a lot. So yeah, toss-up between Rhinegeist and MadTree for me.
Yeah. So all right, you guys, that is it for the Cincinnati Brewing Tour. Cincinnati might not be the first city that comes to mind when you think of beer, but honestly, it should be. They don't host the largest Oktoberfest outside of Munich for nothing. Between historic roots, creative breweries, and super welcoming vibes, the city delivers one of the most underrated beer scenes in the country. If you're planning your own beer tour, pace yourself and stay safe. And don't be afraid to explore beyond this list. There's tons more out there. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And make sure that you drop a comment of which one of these is your favorite, or let me know what I should try out next time. Cheers. Rhinegeist?
Okay. You said Rhinehouse.
Did I say Rhinehouse? Okay. So we have made it to our second destination, which is Rhinehouse Brewery. This is Cincinnati. Oh, okay. So we have made it to our second destination, which is Rhinehouse.
Rhinegeist.